Today we are going to talk about the novel of No Longer Achebe, which is written by Chinua Achebe. So first, Chinua Achebe is a Nigerian writer and critic and poet and professor, which is well known by his novel Things Fall Apart. He was born in 1930 in Nigeria and died in 2013 in the United States. And he is considered one of the most important figures of African literature. And concerning the plot of the story sets in Nigeria during the colonial era of the British Empire to Nigeria. And Achebe was one of the defenders of the case of Nigeria's independence. So the story is about Ubi. Ubi is the main character in the story. Ubi was a student in England, but he's a Nigerian. When he came back, he discovered that the life and the culture of Nigeria has changed a bit due to the impact of colonialism and modernity, and many things are the same and many things are changed. For instance, he was, from the beginning of the story, he was against bribery and everything that is considered illegal done by the big heads of the state. While Ubi was in England, one night he was at a party and by coincidence he met a Nigerian girl, a very beautiful Nigerian girl, and she was very attractive and he fell in love with her. Her name is Clara. Clara is the second main character in the plot. Time went by and they didn't meet after 8 months. 8 months they met by coincidence on the ship while coming back to Nigeria, while when study ends. And at that moment they fell in love each other more, and they get to know each other on the boat, and after that their story began in Nigeria. The problem is that in Igbo culture there is something called tribalism, because some tribes are able to marry just from that tribe or from that race, and one tribe are like called Usu tribe, and Clara was one of them, and she was cursed with this nickname of Usu. And the problem that the family of Obi was very conservative and has a great adherence to the local culture, so they refused the marriage to their son, the marriage of their son Obi to Clara, which make him very broken-hearted and very sad, and his life turned upside down, and he started his career in bribery. And this is the astonishment for the reader, that Obi from the beginning he was against bribery, but at the end he will be one of the bribery of the people who commit bribery, who do some things like having sex with girls for their acceptance in some interviews, some job interviews or something like that. And in the final scene he will be caught by the police in his apartment after he caught a bride. Characters of this novel We can mention Obi, of course. He's the main character in this novel. You are familiar with him and his what happened to him. And there is Clara, his lover. She is modernized because she was influenced very much by the European culture, and she was a no-show. And of course, I want to mention Joseph, the friend of Obi, and who was all the time discussing with Obi things about the state and something about politics. And Mr. Green is the symbol of the white man in the land of Nigeria, because he was very oppressive, and he was the boss of Obi. He was very oppressive, and he always humiliates people, especially black people, Nigerian native African people, and everyone disguised, not disguised, uh, didn't like him. And Obi all the time tried to show him that you don't belong to this land, so you need to go to your land. About the themes, the main themes discussed in this novel, we can see colonialism, of course. Colonialism is very present in this novel. Colonialism, Eurocentrism, identity, especially Igbo culture and Nigerian culture, and masculinism, and the hegemony of the white race on Nigerian people, and of course tribalism, which is the obstacle in the happy life of the couple of Obi and Clara. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please don't forget to share with your friends. See you.